um, I looked at the thing that says scheduled for 9 o'clock, and I couldn't find a button where I would go live. So I just went under a different thing to go live now. So it said one person was waiting. So I don't think you're even gonna. I don't know if you. Hopefully you'll see this. Well, how's everybody today? I got back from my clinic a little bit ago. Um, I just made a community post. The woman, the driver, was so sweet. I'm getting blessings are just coming all over the place. She said, "Do you want to get a cup of coffee?" And I said, "Oh yeah, let me see what I have, and to make sure I had enough." And I did. I told her that, and she said, "Oh no, no, it's my treat." And I don't know about anybody else, but that is so amazing to me. Even just a cup of coffee is so. Even in my active addiction, I just didn't have. I'm not judging anybody else if they do it, but I just didn't have it in me to ask for anything. It's very hard for me to ask for help. And a lot of times I need to. I'm not talking financial or anything like that. Um, Even that I should. But even mental health, that's probably why I never got, help. I didn't tell my, I've been having panic attacks since I was 7. And I never told my parents, put on a mask. I'm 50 now. And my psychiatrist even thinks that I'm fine. First it was, oh, if your son didn't have autism, you would be fine. Now uh, it's well, your son passed away. That's why you're upset. And when I try to tell him otherwise, it's he doesn't get it. I have to find a therapist. I have a list of things I need to do. Um, I don't know if anybody's here. Let me pick up this up and look closer because I'm blind to that. Mm, I don't see anybody. I don't know if there's anything I need to do. Can you guys, if anybody's here, can you all hear me okay? Have you been able to hear me okay? I'm still figuring out this YouTube. I did one, there's an app called CapCut, and I used it once. And I woke up the next morning and I had 2,000 views on a video. I was like, what? Maybe if I start editing, more people would be able to see. But I need to make some content. And now that I'm in a good environment and not toxic environment, I can do that. I would have never been able to do this in the house I was in. Constant screaming, name calling, just not just not a good environment. So everybody get comfy. If anybody's here, I can't tell. Um, all right, well, I know I have some new subscribers. So I'm gonna, even some of you that have been here don't really know my whole story. I'm not gonna make it super drawn out. It's early. I don't know where you guys are in the country, but I'm in New Jersey. Um, you can call me Kimberly or Kim. I was born in Philadelphia, moved to North Jersey, then moved to South Jersey, and I lived there until I was 18. On my 18th birthday, I moved to Arizona to be with a boyfriend. And more than the boyfriend, I moved to get away from my mother, basically. Uh, she's narcissistic, which that word wasn't used back then. Like I said, I'm 50, so I was born in 73. So 18 was. 1981. Nobody talked about mental health. If you were on drugs, uh, no, it's a disease, none of that. You were a scumbag and a piece of shit, and that's it. People treated you as such. So I moved to Arizona on my 18th birthday. Loved it. Actually, loved it. The guy and they were together a couple years before that. I got a job. I was actually a dancer um, when I was there. I lived there until about 20, so 18 to 20. I got a job dancing. I still remember the place, Tiffany's Cabaret, and it was like a gentleman's club. And I don't look like I do now, obviously. Banging body, uh, but look super young. Really, really young. But I loved it there. I loved the girls. We would go down the spiral staircase every shift, and they'd be playing "Girls, Girls, Girls" from Motley Crue. It was a blast. And before I had moved, I was drinking and smoking weed. I had not yet gotten into addiction. That was just a recreational thing. When I moved to Arizona, not in that toxic environment, I did nothing. Did not drink, did not smoke weed, did not do anything. Even being around all of it as a stripper, I did nothing. I was, happy. I was in a good environment. Not too much anxiety either. I really can't say I was pretty happy during that time. Um, Things happened. We broke up. I came back to New Jersey, not really wanting to. I was going to stay in Arizona, find my own place. But my mom uh, kind of bribed me to come back. She said, if you come back, I'll give you the car. It was a car my dad said he wasn't using. I'll give you the car and all that. And, I mean, through everything, she's still my mom. I love her. So I moved back because I was like, well, maybe I'll just go back to Jersey. So that I stayed in Jersey, started drinking and smoking weed again. Uh, what else? Yeah, started drinking and smoking weed again. I always worked though. I always worked since I was 16. Always had some type of job. At 21, I met my son's father, who is now deceased since 2016. And it was love at first sight. Now that I look at it, I don't know if it was lust at first sight, but it was something. Like I told my friend right then, I said, if he asked me to marry him right now, I would. So it was a party. It was a big party. That's where we met. We ended up spending the night together the first night. And we were literally together every single day for years. Um, but I didn't know this at the time, but he was already using um, things that I had never tried. Things like crack, cocaine, um, just whippets. Balloons were popular back then, nitrous oxide. I did all of it, all of it within a few months of meeting him. Then he said he wanted to try heroin, but he did not want me to do it because he knew I would like it too much. Well, his friend said, I'm not going to get it for you unless you let her do it. So I did it. And he was right. I did love it. I sniffed it for a year, and this is in 1994. So I was 21. 1994. Uh, we were so in love, you know, and of course the heroin played a part too. I mean, we definitely were in love without the drugs, but we the drugs made it even more passionate, if you know what I mean. So we sniffed it for a year. And then the friend that said, if you don't let her do it, I'm not going to let you do it, brought needles into it. And I'm not blaming anybody. I did it on my own. Uh, I'm not judging anybody. I take accountability for that. I did that. I wanted to do that. I wanted to try the needle. And once I did that, it was a wrap. You know, I was waitressing, ended up quitting that job because he was coming around. He had long hair at the time, super skinny. So, and plus me, but they thought that just he was the bad influence. So they didn't want him coming around the restaurant anymore because I would give him, you know, money to go get some because I was waitress and I had cash. I would give him money to go get some and he would bring it back to me. I do it in the bathroom at work, you know, and it was just a mess. I quit that job. I think I got another waitressing job. I always made sure I had a job, a waitress job, cash every day. So basically, I used from 94 until 90, the beginning of, actually, I remember the date, February 9th of 1999. And that happened because I moved to Florida. What happened was his mother sent him out to Florida to live with his grandmother so he could get clean. And I really missed him. I kept using though. I wasn't ready to stop. But he left in November of 98. And in February, I was like, I'm ready. He sent me a bus ticket because he had sent me a bus ticket prior, or actually not a bus ticket, money, and I used it on drugs. And he's like, okay, but this is the last time, you know, I'm not going to send you money anymore after this. If you use it on it's over because he was doing great in those 3 months. He was doing amazing. So I got the bus ticket, went to Florida. Not at first though, because I thought I was going to be clean when I got there, and I was not. I bus. I used the last of it on the bus, and what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so he picks me up at the bus station, and he had a roommate at the time, a guy roommate that he met in NA, and he was doing amazing. So I see him for the first time, and I was used to seeing him super skinny. He was like 6'3". I was used to seeing him. He looked like a cross between like River Phoenix and Brad Pitt, but and a lot of, I'm not just saying this, a lot of people thought so. Um, he was just everything to me, and so I'm used to seeing him skinny, you know, just drugged out. He looked amazing. Amazing tan because he was an electrician. He had gotten a job as an electrician's assistant through somebody from NA. So he just looked, I couldn't even believe it. He didn't look like the same person. But of course, I did look like the same person. I was still like 100 pounds and I'm 5'8". So picks me up and he's like, "Oh, I missed you." You know, we did, you know, and we're happy to see each other. And I told him, I said, I have a habit still. And he was quite upset because he didn't want me to withdraw in front of his friend and in front of him because that could be a trigger for him. He was only clean 3, 4 months. But he let me stay, thank God. It took me 3 months to feel better. Uh, and I would just take a lot of baths. That's all I did was take a lot of baths, force myself to eat. There was a pool there, but I didn't use it. I think I remember now that yeah, I don't think it was usable anyway. I mean, kids were in there, but I don't think they should have been because I remember it looking kind of green. Um, yeah, and there was alligators. It was a new world. I had never been out of. I think I went to Baltimore when I was little, the aquarium, but never been away from the East Coast. So going to Florida was amazing. Or Arizona. Besides Arizona, this is the other state that I was in. So I got a job right away after I felt better, and things were amazing. We had fun. We both had great amounts of money. We ended up moving out of there and getting our own place. It had a hot tub, jacuzzi outside, a gated community. It was beautiful. I was making great money waitressing. He was making great money being an electrician. Uh, then in 2002, I got pregnant. 2 months before, I was told I could not have a baby. They said because I had already been with him, I think it was like 9 years, almost 10 years by this point, or about 8 years actually. He said, if you haven't gotten pregnant by this point, not using protection, most likely you can't get pregnant. And I did. Somebody wrote a comment. Hey, Ollie, how are you? My day's going great. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. It's great. How's your day going? Yeah, somebody just commented. Thank you for being here. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for being here. I don't mind me. I have ADHD. My mind goes all over the place, so sometimes I forget what I'm talking about. But yeah, I got pregnant, moved back to Jersey, which I wish we would have stayed in Florida. But we moved back to Jersey. Uh, things I, did great, loved it. Wasn't tempted, but he got around the wrong people from before he moved to Florida, and got back on it. Let's see. I'm sorry, there's not more people. Mornings are slow. Yeah, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. I go to bed pretty early. But yeah, you're right. I'll do that. I'll try afternoons. I'll definitely do that. I'm more of a morning person. Yeah, I think you're the only one here. I think you're the only one here. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just glad. I think this is the first time I've actually told my story. So I have 98 subscribers. So I need two more, and yeah, I'm not doing it for the money. Obviously, it's this is just something I like doing. I want to help people. Um, so yeah, we came back to New Jersey. He wasn't doing so great. I had the baby, my son Jacob. Um, let's see. You go live usually around 7:30 p.m. Okay. I'll have to subscribe to you and check out your channel. I Unless I already am. There is a few people in Michigan that I follow, like KFC. I don't know if she's from Michigan, but I think she knows some people from Michigan. I don't know if you know her channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's one thing. I have a good heart. I definitely know that. I'm getting closer to God, which I'm seeing all the blessings already. Yeah, I came back to Jersey. Everything was good for me anyway, and had my son. Everything was great. We had an amazing 18 years. He passed away in 2021, October 13th, and I relapsed. I had all that time clean, and I relapsed. Uh, Yeah, I'm not sure where she's from either, but I think she just knows a lot of people from there. Yeah, uh, I relapsed. Janelle. Yeah, I definitely. I think I'm subscribed to her actually. Yeah, I I lost myself. He was my whole world. 18, Jacob, his name, Jacob Sebastian. My world, my whole world. Yes, yes, you're right. Grief is tough. His father also passed away. Um, his father, the one I was talking about, he passed in 2016. My son was 12, and he actually found his father dead from an overdose. My son had autism, so, but I thought he was physically healthy. He was. And he happened to have a seizure in his sleep and he passed away. Oh, that's okay. Oh, me too. Me too. And I still don't know this YouTube stuff. I've been just posting shorts. Yeah, it was very sad. It was very sad. I lost myself for up until about a week ago, week and a half ago. Um, the place I was living, um, we got an apartment. I ended up getting remarried uh, in 2009 because my son's father was just not ready or to get recovery, I guess. I still loved him deeply, and I still do. Um, of course, I love my husband, but it's very complicated. We don't live together, which financial means. Um, it's very difficult. It's a complicated situation. It's too long of a story for this video, but let's see. 2 years ago. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry about that. It was your nephew. My son's father was 39. That's really sad. I'm sorry about that. I'll pray for the kids and for you and for your family. You're part of my little family now here too. I'm trying to think of a name for my subscribers. I was like, Kimberly's Kittens. I was like, no, I have men that follow me. I don't think they want to be called kittens. I got to think of something though. I want to call you guys something. I say my loves a lot, but yeah, I got out of the toxic environment I was living in, and now I'm living here, which is I'm renting a room. It's beautiful. It's furnished. I'm getting a lot closer to God. I'm not just praying. I'm reading the Bible. Uh, I have the King James Bible app, which if you've never tried it, it's an amazing app. I'm not going to preach. Yeah, yeah, drugs are horrible. Drugs are evil. It's the devil. I feel it's the devil. Um, I really don't have cravings now because I'm on MAT, um, methadone assisted or medicated assisted treatment, methadone, and it really helps. Well, that's okay. I'm in New Jersey, South Jersey. A lot of people say I sound like I'm either, when I lived in Florida, they're like, you're from Jersey or New York. I'm like, yeah, I'm from Jersey. So I guess I have an accent. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Compassion, yes, yes. I'm an empath, very empathetic person. I really appreciate you being here. My channel is about helping people. That's what I want to make it about. New York. Yeah, a lot of people had said that. Um, yeah, I really want to help people. I feel like that's my passion. I've had so many close overdoses. Oh, wow. Nice. Canada. I've had so many near death experiences, so many overdoses that I am so grateful to be alive. I've got to be here for a reason. I know we all have a purpose. So, me praying and reading the Bible a lot is really helping. So, it, I can't even tell you what it's doing for me. Right now, I haven't felt this much peace since my son passed. Before my son passed, actually. I can't believe I said that. Since before my son passed. So that's my story. I'm loving life right now. Uh, Definitely, I have a job interview on Tuesday for waitress, which I've done on and off for like, let's see, since I was 21. So, and I'm 50 now. So, uh, how long is that? 29 years? Yeah. So, I hopefully, God willing, get it because need some money. I always like to work. I'm a workaholic, so I do work a few days a week doing paperwork for a warehouse near me. I can do it from home, which is great. I have an amazing boss. So, Ali, if you're still here, do you have any questions for me? That was what I wanted to do. Yes, everybody's been really nice to me here. Um, but if I do need to take a break, I definitely would. I have a lot of shorts on my channel. I do have some live videos. Anchor of Hope. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I've been through all of it. I've been through, having a special needs child, losing that child, been on drugs, in recovery, grateful, blessed to be in recovery, lost a lot of friends, the love of my life, um, been through a lot of assault, all you can imagine, all kinds. But that's in the past. I do need definitely to get a therapist. Um, I do have a good support system, but I need a professional to talk to. My psychiatrist isn't doing it. Yeah, and I also have on the comments, you can put, I think it's something like if somebody makes a negative, or not negative, but a nasty comment, they can be held for review, the comment. So I have that checked off just because I don't want to hear negativity and nastiness. There's enough of that in the world, to talk bad about somebody's appearance or whatever, things people can't help. So I'm about to sign off. Ali, thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you. And you sound very sweet yourself. And you should have anything you want to know. I'm an open book. If you have anything you want to ask me, let me know. And I love you guys. Always get emotional. Oh, that's great. That's great. I need to see one as well. I'm glad it's helping you. Yeah, I've had a lot of trauma as well, dating back to my childhood that I actually never dealt with a professional. I've definitely talked to people. Oh, thank you, Ollie, for being here. We had our breakfast together. Well, not breakfast, but our morning talk. All right, I'm going to go. And it was such a blessing meeting you. Thank you so much for being here. And for sticking it out with me. I don't know what I'm doing in YouTube yet. I'll learn. But thanks for subscribing. And as soon as I sign off, I'm going to subscribe to you. All right. Have a blessed day, everybody. Take care.